Good afternoon, I'm Malcolm Jordan and this is your Midday News Fix for Thursday, the 19th of June. New Zealand's GDP increased 0.8% in the March quarter, a little higher than the 0.7% that most economists were predicting. It follows a 0.5% increase the quarter before. Activity increased across the primary, goods-producing and services industries. The Foreign Minister's pushing back on suggestions our geopolitical stoush with the Cook Islands will impact our relationship with China. Winston Peters this morning confirmed the government's halted development aid to the Cooks, with his ministry unhappy over the lack of clarity around the island nation's cooperation deal with China. Peters says he's made it clear to China New Zealand's issues are about the Cook Islands' lack of consultation with us.
I went and told the Chinese about our special relationship a long time ago. And I went back in my last visit to reiterate it there so they entirely understand what our relationship is.
And Peters is rejecting criticism of his ministry's advice to Kiwis in the Middle East. The government's urging people to leave Iran and Israel if possible as tensions ramp up. A friend of a New Zealander stuck in Iran has told RNZ the advice has been vague. But Peters says people have been told not to go there for months and more clearly in recent days.
And here we are, no flights, no trains, no buses, no fuel, in an absolute crisis, and you've got people criticising an embassy or a group of civil servants who are working 24/7 to try and help them.
Meanwhile, New Zealand's business and tourism sectors are seeing the fruits of the Prime Minister's China visit. Chris Luxon and his business delegation are hoping to boost diplomacy, trade and strengthen tourism and education ties. The Herald's Thomas Coughlin says the first day focused on trade and tourism. He says Luxon confirmed a new flight from China to South America will transit through Auckland, with transit fee requirements scrapped.
The Prime Minister also announced a regulatory change which will allow New Zealand skincare producers to export their products into China, allowing a much larger slice of the $200 million cosmetics market.
A fifth of Kaianga Ora's vacant land is set to go on the market and more than 200 developments are not going ahead. Chief Executive Matt Crockett's announced after an assessment and decided 254 projects will go forward, but 212 won't. He says they either don't stack up financially or are in the wrong place. Housing Minister Chris Bishop says it's making good financial progress.
The government inherited a situation with Kaianga Ora where it was a financial basket case running multi-million-dollar deficits, with debt forecast to grow to around $25 billion by 26-27.
A major slip is delaying early opening of stretches of Whangaparau's new Penlink Road near Stillwater and Aroeti. Final completion still scheduled for 2028. Mushroom cook Erin Patterson's lawyer has their final push across the Tasman today to convince jurors she didn't intentionally serve a lunch laced with death cap mushrooms. To sport, Mystics import Donnell Wallam is nearing a return to netball's ANZ Premiership. The Australian shooter suffered a wrist sprain last month and has missed 3 rounds. The Black Sticks men have completed a clean sweep of pool play at Hockey's Nations Cup, beating Pakistan 4-3 in Kuala Lumpur to advance to the semi-finals. And the Wellington Phoenix women have bolstered their A-League squad for the upcoming season by adding former Dutch international Tessel Midday to their roster from Scottish club Rangers. I'm Malcolm Jordan. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at 5 p.m. from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.